Hey everybody, welcome back to the Booshakalaka podcast. My name is Tiffany, joined with Pierre.
And I'm here joined with Tiffany.
Is there an echo in the room?
There's definitely a lot going on in the room. How you doing? How you doing, Tiff?
No, today has been a very chill day for me. Nothing too crazy, except for this TV show I just watched called It.
Welcome to
Derry. And I don't mean Derry like the
semicolon?
I did two of them. I don't know why I did two. So like that. Yeah. So we're switching it up just a little bit, doing a little bit of a TV show. I figured this would be interesting, fun, hot, flying, sexy to watch. And that's me, hot, fly, and sexy. So why not? You know, I got my winter hair on, guys. Get with it. But yeah, this was interesting to say the least. So I did a little, very quick research on this. So this show, this series, what we're watching now, is set in 1962, which is 27 years before the happenings of It 2017. So at first I thought this was going to be a prequel to the 90s, but they said, no, the 90s was caca-boo-boo, get it out of here. We're going with 2017. We're not talking about the 90s version, even though I
You love that one.
I liked the character of Pennywise better in the 90s. Yes, because I just think it was just...
Thank you, Tim Curry.
Scarier. Yes, Tim Curry for all of you're in my favorite movie, Clue. One day we'll review it on this channel. Or one day we'll just talk about it because it's really hard to review that because there's so much going on. As are TV shows. They're hard to review because there's a lot of back and forth. So what I would like to do is just kind of like focus on one part of the story. Like if we introduce a character, I kind of want to...
Storyline A, storyline B.
Correct. Storyline A, storyline B. Exactly. Because here we have storyline A, which is the Air Force. Storyline B, which is the kids. So once we introduce everybody and get to storyline A, we'll focus on that for a minute. And then we'll scoot over to the next, which is storyline B. But if you are ready, we can go ahead and get this thing cracking. And head over back to the movies. Even though we said we were doing a TV show, we're going back to the movies for the beginning of this.
Oh, okay. We are back. Oh, wait. You said storyline A was the Air Force, though. So are we going to the movies? Or
well, no. So you're going to have to introduce what happens first. And then when we get to storyline A, we'll focus on A. And then we'll hop back to B. So it's B-A-B. Okay.
So we start off at the movie theater sucking on a nipple, just like me. I felt completely at home.
I thought it was a ring pop. I thought it was a ring pop. But then I was like, should I Google when ring pops came out? And I didn't feel like it. I did enough Googling when I found out what year this was based on. That was enough.
So I was this kid. I didn't stop
you were
sucking
Matty?
on my... Yeah, I didn't stop sucking on my new until they actually had to force me. They had to take it out of my mouth. I think I was about like 5, 6, maybe 7.
No, Matty's 12.
Oh, so I'm not like him. But yeah, no. They had to force it out of my mouth because I used to. It was an anxiety.
It was
thing
a comfort.
To bite your lip.
It was comfort thing. Yeah.
But he's 12, sitting in the movie theater, sucking on his new and eating popcorn and stuff. But he's in there illegally. Now, I did think this was a big overreaction. I didn't agree with the way that what do you call these people? Clerks? The movie theater guy. I get that he's not in there. He's not supposed to be. But the movies cost 5 cents. Somebody got a nickel. There's a nickel on the floor. Let's be real about what time period we're in, because it matters. And he's like, kid, get out of here. The kid got to go running all through the movie theater. And it's clear he has like a black eye. He has bruises on him. So it's clear that he's being abused by his parents. And that's why he's trying to get an escape. And this dude is chasing him around the theater and stuff. And we run into 2 other characters who I guess will be our main characters. Don't know their names. A dad and a daughter.
Ronnie is the daughter. And I deny Ronnie's dad.
Ronnie's dad. Adorable family, but they work. Her dad works there, so she's like, into, how bring your kids to work and they know everything about the job. It's a cute little dynamic. But she covers for the kid, and she's like, I didn't see him. He went that way, that kind of thing. Now, even though she gave him an out, when they leave, he decides to start walking like he ain't checked. Like, you ain't got nowhere to go.
Knees to chest, man.
He don't walk out the door.
Slow. He's shuffling his feet.
Yeah, the guy chasing him out, talking about, I'm gonna call the police. If you call me for a nickel, baby. And this is the 1960s. Y'all ain't even persecuting white people right now. Anyway, so he go running, and he like, in this, it's like snowing, y'all. Like, that part really pissed me off, because you could let that boy stay in there. It's snowing, and he's just trying to find a way out of Derry, so he hitchhiking. Now, if you haven't seen our review on the Creep Show, please go watch what happens when you hitchhike.
Thanks for the ride, lady. So I immediately knew things were not as they seem, because again, it's a 12-year-old boy. His family pulls over and they're like, hey, where are you going? He gets in and he says, anywhere but Derry. Oh no, they asked him, we'll take you to your house. And and where are you going? Anywhere with Derry. And they're like, oh, well, we're headed to Portland, so let's go. Who the fuck would just take a random kid to Portland? Do you know where Portland is, Pierre?
If I say, hold on, no, Oregon.
Okay, let me take that back. Let me take that back. There is a Portland, Maine. Let me take that back. So it might not be too far from Derry, Maine. Okay.
Is it not in Oregon? Am I tripping?
But there is a Portland, Maine as well.
No, I'm asking. I seriously don't know. I don't know.
The main Portland is in Oregon. But I was about to get on my high horse about maps and directions, but I'm going to let it go.
When the last time you did that? Oh.
Maine.
I know what you did last
Freddy
summer.
versus Jason, too. Oh, yeah. I know what you did last summer. Have it. How dare you? How dare you? But anyway, he gets in the car and they're like, well, we're going to Portland. So now I take that part away. Whoops. So maybe Portland, I don't know. Maybe I'll look it up. Maybe you guys can look it up. Google will let me know. They're riding and everything seems fine. It's a family. It's a mother, a father, a daughter, and a son. Everything seems fine till the daughter pulls out what is titled liver. And then she starts caressing said liver with these two fingers. These two right here. Everybody knows about these two. Women know about these two.
Oh, so is that the shocker?
She starts... This is the shocker.
Oh. Okay,
so she starts caressing, and then she pulls her two fingers out with the stank on it. So apparently it stinks, because Maddie's like, who out here eat liver? And she starts to put it on his face. Swing. I would have started swinging. I would have swung on home. In my notes, sometimes, I wrote swing, Maddie, swing. I wrote swing 15 times for Maddie.
Sometimes you got to get a ride, baby. Sometimes
there is an annoying little brother there that is spelling everything. I don't know. He's getting ready to go.
He's getting ready for Aquila and the Bee.
Yes, exactly. And the mom gives him words to start spelling. So first it starts out cool, rainbow, charcuterie. Then it goes into like...
Go to hell. That is hard. That is hard.
Terror. Death.
Trouble.
Okay, Bernie Mac. And it just goes on and on and on. And they start driving, and Maddie looks up, and he sees the sign that says, "Welcome to Derry." Maddie said, hold up, B. You told me we was going to Portland, Maine, or Oregon. Either one would have worked.
They gonna cut the damn volume up on his ass. Bitch, you heard me. This is a station wagon. I'm right here. Like,
here's two more times in my nose. Swing, Maddie. Bust him. Look. In the back of the head. He does not. The kid
keeps spelling. It's a lot of noise going on because they got the radio playing. The kid spelling.
Oh yeah, because Maddie's yelling, "Let me out." He's like, "O-U-T, O-U-T."
And then the mother decides to give birth. The mother is pregnant.
No. Maddie tries to reach for the steering wheel, and the dad pushes him off, and Maddie slaps the mom in the stomach.
Oh, yeah, in the stomach.
Then it just... But he didn't hit her that hard for her to give birth. She starts to give birth. She has some high-waisted underwear on. I swear they were tucked under her bra. They were that high up. But we see her give birth.
I love watching the behind-the-scenes thing because they had a false body and they like pushed it out, but it was just I'm gonna always love practical effects. I'm gonna always love practical effects.
Yeah.
Now this is a TV show, so I do give them grace with CGI,
mm-hmm.
but she gives birth to George Santos, and It it's
Bat
like a
baby.
It's like a baby that is currently absorbing its twin inside of him with one bat wing, and then it just start flying around the car, still hooked on her umbilical cord, and they like laughing and giggling and shit.
And Matty is going.
Sometimes you got to tuck and roll.
No, Matty. Well, he tried to open the door. It would not open. But again, everybody in the car would have been with me. He did not try to roll the window down. I don't know.
He is our boy Matty because he did take control of that wheel. He did get up there and he was trying it. I mean, he tried.
But it didn't matter because he was defeated. He put his pacifier back in his mouth and he closed his eyes and he just burrowed into the corner. And we see that the bat baby smashes Matty's head kind of into the window and flies out of the car. That is like the first 10 minutes, y'all. Like,
yeah, it was very disturbing. Like,
where the clown at?
You don't even I ain't hear a giggle. So
we see Matty's pacifier go down the drain.
Yeah.
Go down the storm drain.
Right. Welcome to Derry. That's a damn shame.
Our first kid down. And now we're going to scoot over to storyline A.
Ooh, because I got some shit to say about this.
And we meet a couple airmen. And we notice that the black airman name on his badge says Hanlon. That was Mike Hanlon, the only black kid from the It 27. That was his last name. So I was like, is that Mike's daddy? But then I was like, no, because that was based in the 80s. So this has got to be Mike's granddaddy. And I remember from the series, he said my granddaddy it was either his dad or his daddy. His dad or his granddaddy. And used to do like research about the town of Derry. And that's where he got all his books from. And that's where he got all the information about the towns. Yada, yada, yada. So I was like, okay, he's here. He is a commander-in-chief. He is the leader. And then his Russo was his counterpart. So they seem like they're new to the base. They're just getting there, and they are in charge of a couple of people that I think Pierre is geared up to talk about.
So they arrive. They're just giving them information. They arrive, and now I'm not an expert on Army, Navy, Marine. You are supposed to salute officers. Any officer that comes past you, you salute them. Correct. And he gets up there. Now, of course, I mean, obviously, he's a black man. And he gets up there and he has one who does not. And he's just like, you're supposed to salute me. He's like, I'll get you next time, brother. And
did you catch his last name?
No.
Did you catch that guy's?
Is it? Wait a minute. Masters. I already know he's related to He's related
to Jasmine Masters.
And I have something to say.
Who is Masters? Who else is Masters?
I thought you were talking about the kid who was beating him up and stuff in the It one. The little bad kid.
Oh, I don't remember his name.
I don't remember it either. It's crazy because these kids in this movie have grown up now. So it's
Henry Bowers. You think about Henry Bowers.
Oh, that was Bowers. Okay. Mm-hmm. So yeah, well, it's not him, but it's Derry. So again, like I stated in the thing before, because it is in this town, it's just corrupted. So the racism, it leaks. So wasn't surprised, but one thing I did appreciate was when Lord Raiden showed up, and he said, "What the hell did Raiden say when he flipped out there? Never give up hope."
Oh yeah.
And he's like,
but I tell you what, he looks good.
He does. A
lot of these white men
who are non-problematic,
so much better. Who look so much better in their older years. Steve Carell, call me. Okay.
And I think it's because they've aged gracefully. Yeah. And of course they can.
I wish they would give the same grace to the white women too. They don't need Botox. They don't need fillers. Let these ladies
just get your facials and stay out of the sun. Boom.
Sunscreen is your best friend. Tren moisturize.
It is part of every skincare routine. But yeah, he shows up and he takes up from him. He's like, yeah, you about to be written up, you about to get doxxed because we don't play all that. And
General ain't with it.
He's like, no, we're not doing all that. So, and he apologizes to him and sends him to his living quarters. So is he staying here waiting for his family? Because I don't.
Correct. He said that he's staying there because the house that he has out in town, where his family wants to get a little normalcy because they're tired of staying on base, and I'm over here like, you're in Derry, Maine, bitch. You ain't getting no normalcy here. And then he's waiting until his family arrives so they can move off of base. So he's basically just staying in the barracks.
Yeah, and very much so. Now it's crazy because I feel like this storyline we don't get a lot. But
we do get a little bit. I'll tie it together with the kids in a few. But yes,
yeah.
So that was just it for them. He's there for a special mission that they haven't really gone into. He's there to him and Russo, Hanlon and Russo are there to lead a mission, but they haven't specifically told us. And the kids touch base on it a lot. So there's a lot of conspiracy theories going around the town as to why the Air Force is here at this base. I did hear them press on the fact that it's only a 7-hour flight to Russia, but I mean. I was like, okay. Wait, they can't be Russia. Maybe
if they're in Maine, wouldn't it take farther to get over there?
Yeah, I'm thinking about Alaska. Alaska is closer to Russia.
So you want to get into
let me shut up. I'll answer it whenever we get to that episode.
You want to get what happens at night? Are we doing that right?
Yep.
Okay, so now he's sleeping, trying to get some sleep in his twin bed. Don't know how to do it. It was such a because I watched Boots before I watched this.
I want to knock him.
And maybe the Marines are different from the Air Force, but it's just like they have a whole different vibe. But it's just like, so he's sleeping there and, he feels like a little chill. He goes and, he hears something and he goes to the window. I don't know why people still sleep with windows open. I get it. You want to hear some cool breeze. Stop. It's nighttime.
They probably didn't have air conditioning.
1962. Okay. All right. So, he goes and he puts the window down. I don't think he locks it though. When he turn around and go back, it's a masked man in the window. And it's shit like that maybe I got to double take everything. Because one thing about me, I keep telling y'all, you're never going to catch me slipping. I'm the gingerbread man. If you going to be at that window.
Two things for sure.
Because I'm going to look at that window 10 times before I close. That's why I close the blind. That's why I have blinds.
Like, this is me when I'm leaving the house. I lock the door. I'm like, I locked the door. Mm-hmm. I locked it. I'm talking to myself. Oh. I did lock this door. I locked the door. Is the door? I locked the door, and then I leave.
Thank you, because you ain't about to play me. So yeah, and then
not today, B.
Not even on the side window. There's another man where he's like when he lays his head down, peeking in from that window. Mm-hmm. And so he's like, you see him trying to go to sleep, and then you hear like somebody enter the room. At this point, how did y'all get in? It was just. So it's 3 ninjas in his room. It's just the
inside job. It's the inside job. I don't care what anybody says.
And that's why I brought up Boots, because we about to get into how we about to get into how the Marines handle something versus the Air Force, because this was just bullshit. So they wake him up and they got a gun on him and they just start whipping his ass and they're like, tell us about the mission, and he tried to do a little kung fu, but they got a lead pipe and knives and guns and like it just seems impossible. And then he ain't in nothing but his underwear. He tried to fight him off, but then they get him on his knees and they like, you tell us or we gonna shoot you. He like, well, you gonna have to shoot me. That you dedicated as hell to your country, motherfucker. That just allowed you in the Air Force. But
it had been 20 years because remember World War II. They were allowed in World War II.
Oh, okay. Oh, the darkies. Okay. I'm thinking about the World War III with Canada. So he tried to fight him off. The fact that they didn't shoot him once he started fighting, they clearly need you. So you should have kept fighting. Russo comes in because it's an inside job. Okay. Russo come in and it's like Russo come in and
the door.
He jump on. He's short, y'all. So he jump on the back and start knocking.
I hate the jumping on the back gig. Why are we still doing this? One more time. I'm gonna tell it for the people in the back, the people in the front, the people on the side. PR already knows where we're going with this. The back of the motherfucking kneecap. Just kick that shit just like that. And they guess what? They going straight down to the ground.
And that's what they did. They went straight down to the ground. So it's like Russo come in, and all of a sudden they just decide to leave. And this is my thing. How did they? Okay, I understand you say it's an inside job, but I need the characters to understand it's an inside job. So you telling me they snuck on base, attacked y'all, and then just ran out in the hallway and nobody stopped them? The Marines would never.
It was a scheme set up by it.
Because it's like, what? And that's all you really get from...
set up by Pennywise.
That's all we get from plot storyline A. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's it. We just know that they after that, whatever they're working on. And it's worth trying to kill somebody over, but not really?
Yeah.
Mystery.
Well, they had a lot of people... Oh, gosh. I can give bits and pieces of this, but they had especially during the communist era, they had a lot of commies come to the States and act like they were Americans, but they were selling secrets to spies. So this could be somebody in the Air Force that is trying to get this information and selling it to... Yes, exactly. Hell. But yes, let's go back over to our kids. We meet Lily first, right? over down on Beale Street. The password is 263426 or 362436. Only if she's 5'2". So your girlfriend Rosa Honda playing Workout Taste by Fonda. But back over to the kids. We meet Lily, who opens up her locker, and for some reason there's a bunch of pickles in there, and they fall and bust her feet, and we're like, what's this about? But it's a prank, and I was like, ooh, sign me up. I would love a pickle right now. It sounds delicious. And Marge
they're good
comes
for you.
over.
They're really good for your gut.
Yeah, so Lily is like Polly from Teen Witch, and Marge is Louise. because Lily is fine with who she is and where she's going. But Marge wants to be the most popular girl. She's always she's worried about how people feel about her. Marge is, what's the girl from Stranger Things that got? The big girl.
Oh, Barb. I was so glad
Marge is Barb.
Yes.
Marge is Barb.
But Barb didn't deserve it. Marge does deserve it. That's the only difference. Barb didn't deserve it. Marge does. Why do these kids why do these kids look so young but so old? I couldn't explain it, but like she looks like, I can tell she's a little girl, but because she,
it's just the styling. It's the styling of the hair. But yeah, so we meet those two, and then we meet Teddy, who's got gorgeous curls. Come on, Teddy with the curls.
Oh, and I'm not giving Teddy anything. No. He's
a nerd. And we meet Phil, who's a perv. And they are apparently best friends. And we hear through the grapevine that they were paid with candy to be friends with Matty and show up to Matty's birthday party.
Which they did not.
Teddy is having a moment while they're together. Teddy is like, if we would have went to Matty's birthday party, he'd probably still be here. And we find out that Matty's been missing for 4 months. And Phil is just like, I'm too busy staring at this 35-year-old lady across the way with her brassiere. And I wanted to see some boobies. And luckily he doesn't get to see them. Thank God, little fucking perv. But that's how we meet them. And then we switch back over to Lily, who is taking a bath. I'm not sure what happens here. Like, she turns on the faucet. Was it hot immediately? I didn't know what happened. Because she pulls her hand back really fast, but they don't show a cut. They don't show any kind of bruising. Nothing. I was just like, okay. But I wish my bath water was that hot as soon as I turned it on. That'd be amazing. But she was friends with Matty as well. And they did a little exploring. They hung out. Matty had a crush on her. She turned down his advances, and Matty was like, well, fine, I'm out of here. I gotta go anyway. My dad will beat my ass if he knew I wasn't here. Happy New Year, Lily.
Oh, she also opens up to him.
Oh, God. We get her Gremlins moment.
Thank you. I was watching, and I was like, Tiffany gonna be pissed. Because why do these girls come with these morbid-ass stories when I'm trying to just have a good time? So she ends up telling us, and I'm going to have issues about this. So she ends up telling us the story of why the pickles were in her locker. So her dad worked at the pickle factory. And
the pickle plant. I like pickle plant better.
Pickle plant. He was a great dad, perfect dad. But what happened was she had a mood ring. And the mom, they went to go pick him up from the job. She left her mood ring at work. And she was like, they were on their way home. She's like, Dad, I forgot my mood ring. They turned back around. He went up there to get the mood ring, and then, like, a machine was broken. So he decided to get up there and try to fix it. He got inside the gears. The power wasn't turned off, so when it came back on, he got squished up in the gears. Sir,
and this is why we have workers.
This is why we have workers' comp.
Child's Play 2.
This is why we have workers' comp. That is not your area. That's not your machine. You're off the clock. You're not supposed to be touching shit up in here. Grab that mood ring and come on. But she blames herself because she's like, if I wouldn't have left my ring, he would have never went back. He would still be alive. Right. So that's her trauma. I get how she feels as a daughter. Your father was negligent, and that's why he didn't get to sue us. Baby, y'all better read these laws. That's why workers' comp exists.
But it might not have been a thing in 1960.
Because HR was like, oh, well, he shouldn't have been here. So
they probably paid. They're probably just paying the dad's salary so the mom and daughter can live probably till the daughter turns 18 and goes to college.
Yeah, and she still hasn't gone to his gravesite. She's just very, like, she's cut off from it because, again, the guilt. But
and her mom that's why they tells her, you're not the only one.
This is why Derry is full of shit, because what kind of that's a tragic story. Why the fuck would you put pickles in my locker? Like, y'all,
it's not funny.
That's not funny.
It's not funny.
Like, but okay. And her mom kind of chastises her because she ain't been to daddy gravesite. Okay, get the fuck out of my face, Mom. Go to work.
Well, no, she tells him, you're not the only one that's hurt. you're not the only one, and I need you to keep that in mind. And once you realize that, get over yourself, whore.
And she's like,
because we all lost somebody.
Yeah,
so I get both sides.
She's like, no, Mom, I'm not mad about that. I'm mad that you part my hair this way. And so she
and you go like this when it's sticking up, and you push it down like that.
That part was pissing me off. But then she starts hearing. She's like, okay, I'm finally take a shower now. She starts hearing a song from the drain.
I don't know the song, so I'm gonna sing a song while you do it. You ready? Go.
She starts to hear a song from the drain.
Give it to me. I'll give it to you.
Why is that the song coming out the drain? If that song came out the drain, she would have had a different reaction. But she notices that it's Maddie's voice from the drain. And she's like, Maddie, is that you? Maddie, we're looking for you. It not very logical, but still, she's just like, Maddie, we help. We're looking for you. And he's like, I can't. He won't let me. And then he sticks his finger through the drain and wiggles it around.
I would have busted the back of my head on that tile.
She ain't scary enough. Because the way that curtain would have came down. And scared. Like, she didn't do anything she was supposed to do. I'd have been like,
wrapped up in the curtain just screaming and dying.
Like how Ace Ventura said. So what does she do? Like a good character. She goes and tells Maddie's friends because she's like, well, you're the only people he was friends with, so I'm going to tell you. Well, she tries to tell Marge.
Flash, we were not his friends.
She told her best friend Marge, who, again, she's not Barb. Marge is like, bitch, shut up. I want to hang out with the pink ladies. We're not looking crazy in front of the pink ladies. Shut up. Mm-hmm. And she's like, but, shut up. Now let me go and look a mess. So Marge, she's done. But she goes and she overhears the boys talking about Maddie. And she's like, well, let me tell y'all are his friends. So they're talking about nipples and the importance of nipples in a scientific sense. I really don't like these boys. I'm sorry. I do not like Teddy. I do not.
I like Teddy.
Or do I not like Phil? I don't like Teddy because he looks old too. He looks old. He is like, I can see that he's a little boy, but he looks old.
He does not. I like Teddy.
And then Phil over there talking about nipples. So she's like, hey guys, this is what happened. And they go through all this scientific rigmarole about how it can be true, how it can't be true. Mm-hmm. And in the end, they end up saying, it's just not scientifically possible. We just don't, there's no way he could still be alive. There's no way you heard him from a drain. The pipes, like they really make it very scientific. Like there's no way that pipe and you could hear him from this pipe. She like, give me your soda.
Which
I'm
honestly
leaving.
Makes sense if we're going to keep it a buck. It's physically impossible.
Right. And she says, I'm taking your soda pop. Get the fuck out of my face. And they feel bad. So they keep doing research though. Because Teddy,
we head over to, we have Teddy's
we get over to Teddy's house. Teddy's Jewish. And he asked his father a very sensible question. He's like, hey, is it possible that someone could keep a kid and like torture him and stuff like that and no one would know about it and stuff like, and his dad just snaps and he's like, we're Jews. We've been through the worst, one of the worst things in history. We know what real pain is. Okay, sir, I understand that, but that didn't answer my question. Is it possible that if somebody could kidnap a child? Like, I didn't understand.
It's making me think that the dad got some kids down in the drain himself.
Yeah, because it's like, why are you mad? It was this is a realistic question for a child to ask, especially if they read the news and stuff. Like,
and they
is it
knew
possible?
who he was, and he's missing. They never found the body. He's obviously missing.
Exactly.
But, go ahead.
I just didn't understand the whole family was just pissed at Teddy for asking that question.
Oh, motherfucker.
Does he take his food away from him? I feel like did he take his food?
No. He had a magazine and he took the. Oh, I'm sorry. He took the comic away from him.
This was. I love this little tidbit because he reads Detective Comics, which for all of my Batman fans, that's the first comic where Batman was introduced. Detective Comics. But I don't understand.
There's a bat in the show. Bat baby.
So Teddy is reading his comic, even though his dad told him not to, and he ends up, because he talks about how they used to use the Jew's skin to make nightshades, like they were Ed Gein. And then he sees his nightshade on his lamp. It starts flickering on and off, and then he looks over, and it's like somebody's face like stitched on it, and he freaks out. He jumps out of bed. He was doing a lot of screaming and a lot of tumbling and a lot of rumbling for nobody to come in his room but his brother.
And then his brother comes in, he's like, you're such a loser, and just closes the door. I'm like,
I hate Derry people. Like, what the fuck is your
problem? I do too. I hate Derry people. Derry people stink like boo-boo.
And so now he's convinced, okay, something's going on. So Teddy's like, all right, let's clock in. And what do? We have our water fountain moment where they all go and they like, let's do research.
And you know where they go? You know where they go look at? Microfiche.
They go to the damn library.
Everyone microfiche.
Everyone go to your local library. Get a library card. Check out books. Bring the books back.
I'm looking up microfiche.
So they go and they research and they see the articles about which even the articles say Maddie might have been murdered. Like they assume it was murder, which is interesting that they came to that conclusion and they talk about, the last time he was seen was at the movie theater when
Microfiche. A flat piece of film containing micro photographs of the pages of a newspaper, catalog, or other document. Yes. One for Tiffany. Thank you.
Is it not at the library, though?
Yes, but I was just saying they went and looked at microfiche. Oh. We had an episode before. Can't tell you which one, but I talked about microfiche for like 30 minutes. So.
Why?
Because that's what I do.
Okay.
Random topics are my jam.
I wonder what we were talking about what they ever came up, though.
It was, you know what? I think it was in disturbing behavior.
Go to hell, because it probably was. Anyway, go watch Disturbing Behavior review and go watch Disturbing Behavior. So they end up, talking about, like, he was last seen at the movie theater when the clerk was being an asshole, and they questioned the black worker, not the white guy who chased him out of the movie theater, but they questioned the black worker there, and they were trying to pin it on him.
Dad.
Yeah, Ronnie and her dad. Yeah. So they go and see her. She like, what the fuck y'all want? Get the fuck up off my property. She's like, y'all ain't about to come around here because the police already tried to say that he killed that boy and he didn't. And they're like, well, girl. They're like, Daddy, chill. We just hear about a little bit of info. And so then they start singing the song and she's like, wait a minute. I heard that song too. This is so it. And it's funny because South Park parodied this part when they're like, I saw it too. I heard it too. I saw it too. Like, we get it, okay? Like, let's group together.
The kids didn't sing the song because they didn't know the song. They said, I heard him in my dream singing a song. And then Ronnie was like, I did too. But she heard it at the theater.
At the movie theater. Yeah, so she has...
She said it comes from the movie The Music Man. Let's go watch The Music Man. Let's go.
Because in this, you can tell it's the 1960s because there's no way you have keys to your parents' fucking job. So they roll on over on their bikes and they go to the movie theater. She opened the door, let them in. She know how to work the film, turn the movie on, and they all sitting there eating popcorn and shit and snacks.
When the movie comes on, I was like, this is the scariest fucking singing I've ever seen in my life. Like, he was singing like, we're gonna go to the store. This starts with a P and that stands for pool. Like, you're scaring me. I don't like this.
Now, Phil brought his younger sister with him, because Susie. She's been with him all day because the parents were away. Now it's dark. Why did you drop her off at home? That's the only part I was like, why wouldn't she go home at this point? Because your parents are home now. But she's sitting up there with him. They all watching the movie, and then, they hear the song, and like, that's the song. And then all of a sudden, baby, they see Maddie. Maddie is in the film.
In the movie. In the film. Holding a baby.
And this is when I would have left. Because it's just like, no.
Phil says, this is some crazy... Oh, wait, not yet. Yes, okay, I would have left as well. But now, mind you,
Ronnie isn't down there with them.
I have that in my notes.
You would have left?
Yes!
So, mind you, Ronnie is not down there with them. She's still, like, watching where the film projects. She's in the projector room. So, they're down there, and then Maddie comes up, and I forgot what he says. He's just like...
Well, they said, Maddie, come to us. We can help you. He says, no, you can't. You're the reason I'm here.
Yeah.
Because you lied. Maddie,
he lets the baby, he like lifts his arm. He does the it smile, first of all. That's when I was...
Lion King.
And then he lifts the baby up, and the baby comes out of the screen, and it's the baby from the car, but y'all, it's the size of a screen. So when it comes out of the screen... Real talk,
Monster had back and front. I don't know if you saw that.
I wasn't looking, I swear to God.
I think the front might have been the twin that it was eating. It doesn't matter. It looked like front, but it definitely had back.
I will definitely rewatch. And it starts going after the kids. Like, it's just flying around in the sky, attacking the kids. And I initially thought they were just going to run out. But it ends up grabbing Teddy, and it rips Teddy in half. And I was like, oh, so we dying?
I said, wait, do I need to go back on IMDb to see how many episodes these babies are in? Like, what's going on? This is where Phil says, I blame this on the Air Force. They're out there experimenting on things. So that's what he thinks that the baby, bat baby is.
Yeah.
Boss baby.
And, you know, he tries to run. He leave his little sister, y'all. He try to run to the end. It snatches him, kills him too. Now the little sister and Lily are the only ones like but Lily is under the seats and the little sister is like on a seat, and she tries to get her hand, and the baby come and you just see blood. Now Ronnie comes and she's like, Lily, get your ass up, let's go. And so they run out of the movie theater, and they lock the baby in there. When they come out, she's like, what the hell was that? Lily looked down. Lily is holding the little girl's hand, and it's bloody, and she just screams. Insane. That is the first episode. Yeah. That's just the first episode.
What's going on?
That's the best thing I've ever seen, because there are promotional posters of those kids all over social media. So the fact that those aren't even the main kids of the story is I did not even. It was just a total, like, you'll never get another. It's one of those things where it'll never happen again. Like, you'll never get another chance to watch that for the first time again, because you just think, oh, these are our main characters.
They drew Barrymore and screamed us.
Yes. And they are not your main characters, baby. The only one is Lilly and Ronnie left. They killed all them kids and the little sister. And the little sister, she's like, shit, I could have been home. I didn't even have to be with y'all. I don't ride.
Poor Susie Q.
I don't roll with y'all like that.
She could have died going to prom instead. All right. Well, that.
Wow. I love the crossovers we're doing in this episode.
We're trying. But yeah, so that was the end of It Welcome to Derry, episode 1. My predictions for episode 2. I don't think the kids are dead. I don't know why, but I don't think that the kids are dead. I think this is it fucking with their mind, messing them up. Yeah, I don't think that they're dead. But we're gonna get another black kid, Mike Hanlon's daddy, coming up. So I guess if they are dead, let's take that back. If they are dead, we're gonna add him to the mix. You know, he's gonna hang out with them. So now we can have 2 black kid characters instead of just the usual one that we have in all of the other renditions of it. But I do kind of believe Phil when he was saying that the Air Force is doing some trickery. I think something's going on. Somebody's working with it. I feel like he has a human counterpart. Like, you know how like vampires have their person that works with them that can go out during the day. They have it has something that's working with him. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna see it. But that's my prediction for episode 2. How about for you?
So my prediction. I do think the kids are dead just because I saw the new poster and those kids weren't on the poster. But that's the only reason why.
Whoops. Okay.
I think that the Air Force may be digging up where he landed, because remember, it is from. He's like space. I mean, I'm just gonna call it what it is. He's a spider from space, and I think when he landed there, they may be digging into that site. And that can make a lot of sense. That may be like talk about how the corruption spread throughout the town. Also, there was a little Easter egg where because MATTY gives Lily a turtle thing, and what we know from the It lore is that his greatest enemy is that like cosmic turtle. That's his biggest enemy. So I don't know if that's gonna come into play, but I just think it has something to do with the military finding residue of it, because you know he's underground, and so I just think that it's something like that.
That makes a lot.
Everything
of sense.
else,
that makes a lot, because they were asking for coordinates. They were asking for coordinates. The people that came in and beat up Mr. Colonel Hanlon or Commander Hanlon,
and the other black sergeant officer, he didn't
say anything.
But in the previews, you know, when they preview you the season, he was saying that he has.
I didn't watch. Any
previews. Okay.
I want to go into this blind. So yeah,
all he said was
you can't give a prediction off of something you already saw.
Well, he said I see visions, so maybe I don't know. Maybe he has a connection with it. You have to have some sort of connection, you know, or something like that. Maybe he saw him when he was a kid, or
maybe he is a turtle.
He ate some spider poop. I don't know, but it definitely has me hooked, because that was a great intro.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys. We will see you next week for episode 2. Bye.
Bye.
Where did you hide it, Dan? Please be sure to send us your requests at booshakalakapodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter X, BOOshakalakapod. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Instagram at BOOshakalakapodcast.